Hey, I'm just literally saying, hey, this is Marquis Jones coming to you from my home office in Birmingham, Alabama. Although I'm loving to have fun with my blog posts and videos, and I'm also known just to be sometimes silly, sometimes never really being serious at all, because life. What good is life, living life, if you can't enjoy it? But I did want to touch on a serious topic that really hit home for me the other day when I was at a health fair at one of our churches here in the Alabama area, and it's about statistics for heart disease. Really the key factors for heart disease, and really how many people can prevent it if they take some common sense approaches, common sense approaches to taking care of themselves. Because no matter how much working we do, how much money we try to gain, if we don't have our health, which is our first wealth, what good is all the money in the world? But what really shocked me was every so many seconds, I believe it's every 39 seconds, an American dies of heart disease. Up until this point of this video, somebody dies of heart disease related ailments, and that causes their death. And that's alarming, and that's something we really need to pay attention to, because like a heart attack is non-discriminate. It's not going to tell you when it's going to come. You might have signs and symptoms, but all of a sudden, once your heart goes, it goes. That's one muscle in our body that never gets a break. It might can slow up a little bit, but it can never take a day off. It can never say, hey, I'm going to go on vacation a little bit. We need a heart. And some of the things, I just want to share some statistics. I'm not a doctor, but I did get to talk to Dr. Lee at the Alabama Heart and Vascular medical company, this weekend, and you really, touched home with me for some things, and that's just the reason for this video. Because some risk factors of this disease that we can't control. That's one, our age. As we age, our risk increases. Our gender. Although more men have heart attacks, more women die from heart disease. That was amazing. Heredity, a family history of heart disease. Our race. Race does play a factor in a person's likelihood of suffering a heart attack, as well as the chances for survival. And the last one, also, our diet, our daily eating habits. That right there alone is like, what did they say? Hereditary, our genes, is the gun, but what we do with our daily eating habits, what we put into our body, that is what squeezes the trigger. Now, these are some things that can help us keep the risk factors under control. One, diabetes. Diabetes affects over 25.8 million people of all ages, 8.3% of the U.S. population, almost about 2 million ages 20 or older were newly diagnosed cases. Now, that's in 2010 study. Smoking. People who smoke are 6 times more likely to suffer a heart attack than non-smokers. High blood pressure. 1 in 3 adults living in the U.S. have high blood pressure. Now that's wild. 1 in 3 adults. And in fact, its prevalence of high blood pressure in black Americans such as myself, amongst the highest in the world. Both sides of my family had it. Obesity and inactivity. Now that's deep, because in Alabama, and in the South, we're last on a lot of lists, but not when it comes to obesity. We top of the list. But anywhere, if one person is obese, that's too many. So I don't care where the percentages go, what state has the #1 rating. We need to really take care of that. And how do you do that? Getting active, eating proper nutrition, not just quote unquote clean food, nutritious food. And that's what I love about, the business I'm in right now. Inactivity. You have to get up and be active. Many of us sit in cubicles all day, stay at work all day. Our idea of walking is walking from the parking lot into our jobs every day. Do something. Get out. We control that. Stress. Stress is a tremendous thing that we can control. What is it from? Our work habits, life functions, the whole 9 yards. What about taking control of our life to kill the stress? How do you do that? 1, get your health in check. 2, what are you doing for a living? What are you doing on a daily basis? Are you chasing the dollar just to live? Are you really living a life in the style that you desire? I encourage you to do that, because here's the thing. Mondays are the days, I think they say, that more heart attacks happen. Mondays. Why? The Monday blues. After a nice crammed in weekend, you're back to that same routine at a normal traditional job and what have you. You know, I had a near heart attack April 2011, no, 2010. I was, thank God, I had to really get out of the traditional workforce. It was a near one, and I'm like, wow, it was a wake-up call for me. Right now, hey, I do my own thing, have my own business, I help others. It's still a level of stress, but I have that under control, and I'm happy with what I do on a daily basis. So I just encourage that, you know, do things like don't smoke, avoid secondhand smoke, aim for a healthy weight, exercise, get the fat off you, the obesity off you, help strengthen your heart. Give it a chance. Get moving, eat healthy, and know your numbers. You know, don't do what is a cliche I like to use. It's too late to learn to swim when you're drowning. Take some proactive approaches. Go to the doctor, especially if you have medical insurance. Or if you don't, go to the firehouse, see what your high blood pressure looking at. Just do something. I'm quite sure even without medical insurance, you can at least take a serious look at your finances, at least go in and take care of a checkup. Know what you're working with. Because like I said, there's no sense in learning how to swim when you're drowning. And one of the greatest gifts, most unselfish gifts that you can give your family is the gift of taking a proactive approach to being healthy. Taking a proactive approach to being healthy. And what I do for a living, I help others achieve that, as well as financial freedom, but that's another video. But think about it, because they're going to have the burdens of taking care of you. Or you leave this earth a little bit too early because you didn't take care of your health. We can't control the day and the time. Now, I'm not God, I'm not saying that, but why help it along? So I just really wanted to share that because part of my initiative with my company, Total Choice Group Cares, TCG Cares, you know, I'm going to put out videos like this, health awareness videos, inspiration videos, just to share, you know, hey, we do care. And just give us, come on guys, ladies as well, take care of our health. That's our first wealth. Because it doesn't matter if you hit the lottery today, the mega millions, or you get a raise at your job and drop dead of a heart attack tomorrow. I've never seen a hearse followed by a Brinks truck. That was a little humor there, but it's dead serious. Love you all. To good health. Remember, it doesn't matter even if it's not the Alabama Heart Vascular Center. Anywhere, just go to a doctor and get checked out. God bless. Let's take care of your health. Live a long, healthy, and extremely prosperous life. God bless.